Hey everybody, so this is going to be my updated brow routine, and you can use this video as a way to just see how I personally do my brows or as a tutorial. So the things that I use, the first thing that I use is a brow pencil, and the one that I like to use is from Milani, and I get this from my local drugstore for like $3 or $4. And I like this because it has a spoolie at the end, and then the pencil itself is retractable. So I like that. And then the other pencil that I like to use is from Wet n Wild, Color Icon in Mink Brown. And this is their brow pencil. And this is 99¢. And I got this from Five Below. I believe they also sell this at the drugstore as well. And what I used to set that was to set the brow powder is the Brow Fix Kit from Milani, and this was like $4 or $5 from my local drugstore. And what comes in this kit is right here was like a brush, a sponge tip applicator, and a small tweezer, but I took those out. Then it also has like a small little mirror, and then in this compartment right here was a highlighting powder, but it ended up breaking because I dropped it. And then right here is like a lighter powder, and then right here is a dark brown powder, which I'm going to use in this video. And then I outline my brows with a concealer, and the one that I use is from Revlon PhotoReady, and this is like $10, I believe, like $8 or $9 or $10 depending on where you go. And this is in color 900, and I like this because it is retractable as well. And then to apply all of this, I'm going to use my angled brush that I got from e.l.f. And this is what the tip looks like. And this was only $1, and I got this from Target. And you can get this from the e.l.f. website as well. So to get started, I'm going to take my brow pencil, the one from Milani, and then I'm going to basically outline the natural shape of my brow. So if you don't have like a thick brow, or you know, something to work with, then you can make your shape, but just use light strokes while you're doing it. So right now I'm going to start from right here and just like lightly outline my brow. So now the bottom is lined. So now I'm going to line the top. And bring it down. So now I'm about to take that same pencil and just fill in the sparse areas of my brow, the parts that really don't like have like a thick amount of hair. And so that's pretty much it, making sure that now I'm going to make sure that my tail is a little bit darker. So that's what it looks like when it's like lined and everything. So now I'm taking my spoolie that comes at the end of that brow pencil, and then I'm just like lightly combing my brows up. And this just helps to like distribute the cream or the liner throughout the brow. So now I'm going to take that Milani brow powder, and then I'm going to take that dark brown, and I'm taking my e.l.f. angled brush and taking a little bit of that powder, and I'm going to set the pencil. And this is also going to help to fill in them spaces that's in my brow as well. So starting from the tail end, I'm just lightly setting that powder. And I like to use brown because brown, you know, prevents my brows from looking all stark and drawn on, and it looks a little bit more natural. And I take very little powder. So I hope I wasn't out of frame. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my brush and then I'm going to like lightly sweep from here to the middle. So like so. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to prevent the middle or the start of my brow from having like a square shape. I want them to like have a gradient, like blending effect. I'm taking a little bit more powder and then sweeping it. And I know this looks crazy, but when I apply my concealer, it'll all come together. So that's what that looks like right now. Look all crazy and bushy. So now I'm just going to wipe that powder off of my brush. And then I'm going to go into my Revlon PhotoReady concealer. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of this on the top of my hand just to warm it up. And then I'm going to take that angle brush again and dip it into the concealer. And then I'm going to basically line the outside of my eyebrow to give it some shape. So I'm pulling that concealer down to blend it. And I also like to take my fingers and like blend it as well. So going back into the concealer, I'm going to shape my brows. And pull the concealer down. And another thing, after I finish doing this, after I finish with the concealer, I'm going to basically do my foundation. But if I wasn't doing my foundation, I would make sure I set this concealer, because it will like melt on you and crease on you if you don't set it. I remember one time when I was working at Macy's, and this girl, she used to have like lines outlining her eyebrow, and I never understood like why she was doing that. I thought that she was doing it for a particular look and she didn't know how to really put on makeup. And so it wasn't until years later when I started doing my own brow that I realized that she forgot to set that concealer and it was just caking around her brows. So make sure you set this concealer if you're not putting on foundation. Right now I'm just giving my brow shape. So I'm taking my finger and just blending that foundation away. And then I just like to wipe out the residue that's like in the middle of my brows. This brow's a little bit lighter than this brow, so I'm going to go back in with my brown powder that's in that kit and just lightly fill it in, because I was a bit heavy hand on that on my other brow. So that's a little bit better. So that's pretty much it. And so the last thing that I do is take that clear mascara and I just lightly go over my brows. And what this do is it keeps the brows in place throughout the day, so they won't be like going everywhere and looking all crazy. So yeah, that's about it. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I'll see you all later. Bye.